So today I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks, and also we're going to make classic Korean Japchae noodles. So these are sweet potato noodles. They're quite springy and toothsome. I absolutely love them. And it's something great to make with my amazing Asian knives because there's a lot of cutting up to do. Now, one trick to cut up mushroom caps. You line them up like this instead of doing each one separately, and then you just rip through them just like this. You can thinly slice them all in one go. It's obviously easier if they're thinner, but this is a good trick how to slice shiitake mushrooms, just like that. And so we're going to do that a few times over. I've got some nice, look at these beautiful oyster mushrooms. And this, I'm actually going to cut this way. I'm going to cut these, we actually keep the stems, so that'll be quite nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Mushrooms. Now, one of the things that I have to stress is that sharp knives and a good knife are actually safer than a dull knife. And that's because with dull knives, the blade tends to slip, and that's when you have accidents. And that's usually when you accidentally end up cutting yourself. But with a nice sharp blade like this, and also a good weight to it, you don't even have to press down that much. It's practically effortless cutting, and it's just the weight of this knife, which is pretty light. It just glides through all of the vegetables because it's just so damn sharp. It's amazing. I mean, this is just a joy, just cutting here. I mean, like, I just love it. You could do this all day. It's kind of quite
like meditation.
Meditative,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
just like making little matchsticks here. Cute little matchsticks. But yeah, so this noodle dish has a lot of vegetables in it, which I love, and lots of different colored vegetables. So you can put anything that you have in your fridge, like bell peppers, carrots, spinach. We got some spinach. There's also egg in it. Put a bunch of mushrooms just because I love them. Onion, you can use red onion, but you're just going to, basically make this full of all of the seasonal vegetables that you want. I've thrown kale in here, broccoli, cauliflower. I mean, anything that you have lying around you can use to throw into your japchae. And that's true for the protein also. I mean, you can make this vegetarian and just put tofu in it. You can also, put the beef. Beef is the most traditional. Today, though, I'm going to use some prawns. So we have some shrimp or prawns. And I'm going to do that as soon as I finish cutting up all of these carrots in this way. We can fast forward through all of this. And business during lockdown has been good.
Yeah, more people started cooking at home.
Yeah.
So that was good. Yeah.
That's great. And
yeah, probably the opposite for you, right? With all your restaurants and stuff.
Yeah.
Did you do takeaway? Or?
No, we didn't. I mean, I actually opened up 2 restaurants during the pandemic. So, but we're actually okay. Knock on wood. Like we've been able to survive and stuff. You guys have to come in.
Yes.
So yeah, I would love to have you guys in.
Yeah,
so,
we will.
I just do fast casuals now. So it's a place called Solberg. So we're in Canary Wharf, and also the Shepherd's Bush Westfield Mall. And it's Korean fried chicken. I was an engineer, So I have an engineering degree from Columbia, New York. So like my parents wanted me to be a doctor and stuff. So like becoming a chef and doing this was not their plan for me at all. You know, kind of like the rebels. Like I'm gonna go do something.
Is your family in the States or
In the
like
States?
Korea?
Yeah. So they're immigrants, and so they're very much like safest route.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
like just get a job at a big company and
be a doctor or lawyer.
yeah, exactly. And
Was it difficult for you as a woman?
yeah,
Chef, yeah.
it's difficult for us all the time. It's like constantly, you know, sailing into the wind and climbing uphill. It's quite difficult also in the industry where everybody always second guesses you when you're a female. Maybe it's because I used to work in finance and I can talk the talk and walk the walk, and you know, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I can, you know, do a good forecast and a business model and whatever. Nope. It's we are always second guessed.
Sometimes you even get it from women though, and that's what like I find quite frustrating.
It's the worst. Yeah, I do believe the Madeline Albright saying there's a special place in hell for women who don't support.
I heard
It's
that.
so true, you know, and it's in this day and age also like, and this all comes from insecurity. Like the women who don't support other women, it's all from insecurity, you know, and they don't realize that actually, with like we all rise, it makes it easier for everyone, you know, like. I'm making it easier for more women minority chefs who come up after me because I'm paving the way, you know, like you're making it easiest for other female Japanese knife owner, you know, or other entrepreneurs and like going forward. And you know, there's you know, and the world is big enough for everyone to thrive and survive. You don't have to crush, you know, the next woman's, the female sitting next to you in order to succeed, you know. What was it, Hamilton? I think in the play he said like the world is wide enough, you know, and it really is, you know, and you can have so many Korean chefs, in the same way there's so many Italian chefs or whatever, you know, so help each other, that's all I have to say. Just a bit of ginger. I got some nice, beautiful spinach with these pink roots. Isn't this pretty? So these are actually like tender and delicious. So I'm gonna keep these roots on, and I've washed them really well. So we're gonna keep those on and just cut a little bit down. These are gonna wilt right down, but I love this like really nice, meaty, hearty spinach. I mean, this is why also if you use vegetables like this, like you don't miss the meat at all. So you can do something plant-based really, really, really easily, and it'll be delicious and you won't miss the meat. Let me get another bowl. Me too. You know, it's interesting because like obviously plant-based is such a trend, but it is but it isn't. Like I feel like people want to say that they're kind of do it, but then they don't really do it. And I was desperate for a reservation the other day. You know, it's impossible right now because of the Christmas season, right? Everything is booked. The only thing that was available were vegan restaurants. And I was like, that's so interesting. That's super interesting, yeah. We are going to cook our prawns first. So we're going to cook them in a bit of garlic and ginger. That's that very finely chopped garlic and ginger that I whipped together with my super sharp knives. And let's put a bit of spring onion in there too. Smells so good. And it's going to saute these prawns. Nothing special. A lot of the flavoring is going to come with the noodles. So we have a finishing sauce later. But we just want to get some good flavor in these prawns. A bit of pepper. salt. A bit of sesame oil. You know what? My mom has the worst knives ever.
My mom too.
Oh my god.
I gave her good knives and she just
doesn't want to
puts
use
them
it.
away.
Yeah, why is that? Like, why? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Is it just like they're scared? I guess.
Scared and habits, I guess. Yeah, it's just that. It's like pots and stuff. You know, women care about that, but knives for some reason. So what's your like biggest challenge as a chef and business?
I mean, it's really is just like kind of like breaking down barriers, you know?
So do you usually cook at home or you eat out?
I do a lot of both.
Yeah.
When I'm traveling, I do a lot of Deliveroo.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like this weekend, I didn't book anything. I just want to stay at home and cook with my boyfriend, and we'll just be cozy at home. I mean, the weather's turned, so it's not so nice outside these days. So I'm just gonna be just chill. Have you guys had these noodles? Any?
It's a glass noodle.
It's japchae. So they're sweet potato. So it's not rice. So it's different than a glass noodle. I'm just checking the.
Have you?
No.
From a famous chef.
This is
In her home as well. In her home.
parts of the job.
It was worth
right.
doing all this effort to sell knives.
That was our aim all along.
Yeah.
Make it generous. Big sharing plate. Lots of vegetables. These are my Japchae noodles with prawns. It's dirty, but that's okay.